Talk about a snooze fest. Wake me up when it is all over. The Conservative leadership race. Boy, it's pretty boring. What is at stake? What are the ideas that are being put forward? What is the excitement? What is the energy? Where are all these things? Because right now, they seem to be lacking. I'm now finding myself hearkening back for the 2017 leadership race, where we saw some big ideas debated with gusto. Supply management was discussed by a lot of people. Do we get rid of all of this? And then Andrew Scheer was, of course, accused of being backed by the dairy lobby, and that had its reverberations for a long time. Maxime Bernier, conservatives aren't supposed to talk about that guy anymore. They're not supposed to like him anymore because, of course, he went rogue, started his own party. Didn't fare too well for him in terms of winning seats, lost his own seat. But back in 2017, Bernier, he really put together some very aggressive ideas. He was a really ideas-based campaigner out there, lots of policy proposals, and well, a lot of people loved it. Of course, he almost won. He was quite closely tied there with Andrew Scheer on that final ballot. Where is that kind of energy? Where is that excitement? I'm just not feeling it right now. OToole, great guy. He did a great job as Veterans Affairs Minister. He's a lawyer. He's also in the Canadian Armed Forces. Lots to like about OToole. But when he launched, he said in one of his videos, oh, I'm going to take on the radical left and I'm going to deal with cancel culture. And I was watching that and I thought, oh, okay, I agree. But that more sounds like something I would say, or many other people talk that way. But OToole does not customarily talk that way. And I thought, hang on a second. Are you actually kind of focus grouping your campaign? Are you saying, I'm not going to do the things that I really want to do, that I desperately, passionately care about, and I'm going to be myself and all the priorities that matter to me and the vision that I want to put forward? Am I instead going to go listen to various advisors and strategists and cobble together some composite candidate of what I should be? We see that from politicians all the time. I just, quite frankly, don't think it's a genuine one, and I don't think it's a right one as a path to victory. Seeing something similar from Peter MacKay, who has a social media account where he gets in trouble for various tweets and then they delete them and they pseudo-apologize for them and so forth. I thought this could all be totally prevented from happening if you just only issued out statements that were true to yourself and what your views were and your own policy convictions without, focus grouping these things or having them be approved by different people in the campaign and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the one thing that I always thought was great about Donald Trump and his candidacy was you could tell it was coming from the gut, whether you liked or disliked the guy or his various views. This was a guy who said things because he wanted to say them. Hillary Clinton, she focus tested her campaign slogan something like 40 times, or had 40 different campaign ideas. Make America Great Again. Where did that come from? Well, I remember on election night I was watching, I think it was on an ABC panel, and there was a journalist who said that, when was the election? In 2016. So there's a journalist who said he ran into Donald Trump, I think it was in 2014 or 2013, and he said, I hear you might be thinking of running for president. And Donald Trump said, yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. He goes, what are you going to run on? What's your slogan going to be? And Trump said, I think it's Make America Great Again, because we got a whole lot of problems. I'm really pissed off and frustrated about them, and I want to address them, and they're stopping us from being great. So whatever you think of all of that, he clearly, he created this campaign slogan himself. It was in him. It was this burning fire that he'd been carrying around for several years. And we're just not seeing that right now out of these few candidates that we have currently running for conservative leader. Maybe we will. Maybe the current candidates will get that and they'll show that. It's pretty early on in the race right now, so maybe they're just taking their time getting started. Maybe someone new will enter the race who has that. And I do think OToole, Peter MacKay, either of these would make great alternatives to Justin Trudeau. They'd probably be pretty great leaders and serve as decent prime ministers, but to get the backing of the leadership, the grassroots, and then to inspire other people in the rest of the country, we got to see that fire. We got to hit that snooze button and say, no, let's wake up and let's really get this thing rolling.